It's Denny Blood I'm worried about, poor kid. She's walking around like a zombie.
Yeah, well, let her cope how she chooses, Di. Obviously, we'll continue to provide all fire victims with access to listeners on request. OK? Roll call, please. You can go down the block. Tell Merriman she can stay there for her own protection.
Do you know, it might perk Denny up when she hears the news about Shell Dockley.
Well, thanks for caring how this is going to affect me and Bobby.
Oh, no, Sylv, I...
And sings my soul, my Saviour God, to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art. Then sings my soul, my Saviour God, to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art.
Don't stop. Very good.
I can still hear it perfectly in my head. Will I never be able to go to a concert again? Hear Chopin's preludes?
Have faith. F-A-I-T-H. One for me, one for you. Give it a go.
He must have pissed up a lamppost somewhere, Lauren. Yeah, and if you do, keep him locked in his room till Mummy gets home. I'll call you back. Laters. Yeah, just catching up with my daughter.
No time, mate. Give it up. Smoked a lifetime's worth in that library.
Oh, the one that blew itself up, yeah?
Yeah. Well, not guilty Merriman knows, but no, she bleeding is.
Bet my bloody son's still waiting for her, though.
No. Yeah?
Same way as hanging about for his shit of a dad.
Adams! Whoa. What did I tell you about cleaning up this mess? It's an absolute tip. Come on, get on with it.
You seen Denny?
I think she's in a cell, miss.
Show her this.
Good old British justice, eh? Get out your strips. It seems the CPS couldn't find a scrap of that bomb with your name on it. You're off the charge, off the block.
You mean you're taking me back to the wing?
Sign this out, and you can stay on voluntary segregation.
I have a choice.
Not if it was up to me.
The show must go on, Mr. Fenner.
What? Phantom of the Opera?
I'm not scared. Once the girls hear my side of the story...
You must think your tits are made of Teflon.
Please. Some good news. Roshin Connor and Cassie Tyler. But for their heroism, I wouldn't be here today. Well, they are shortly to be released from open prison with a full and free pardon.
Oh, nice one, girl.
Hearts off for rescuing a coin.
None of us will forget what we shared on that terrible day. But along with the horror, there was a fantastic pulling togetherness. It's up to all of us in this prison to build on that bond so that Sharon, Shaz, Wiley did not die in vain.
Well, what about us that tried to rescue Shaz then? Going to give us a free pardon?
You'll end up down the block in a minute, Mackenzie.
Reckon they gives a pardon for rescuing the governor's wife? Aye?
Rescuing her from what?
Don't know, finding a 10-foot hole. We'll have to think of something.
What the?
She's in here? She tried to kill us! Get your murdering slag! You little chat!
Spence, Janet. Just follow on in a bit, okay?
Not swing 4.
No?
What? She want me to come back here?
Stupid cow. Right, bring her in.
Oi! Merriman.
Billy, no.
I'm gonna do it! I don't care if I get life!
Just shut it, yeah? Wait till the bell.
So we meet again, Miss Wade.
Remember me then?
How could I forget? Have your details here. Dank je wel, inspector.
Ik wacht buiten, meneer.
Geen reden om je aan je taken te trekken. Brought you some treats.
There's no way I'm consenting to being extradited. So you better make sure that me and your nipper stays put here.
We can't settle the issue of parentage until the baby's born, but even if it is mine, that won't help your appeal against extradition.
You been telling me bleeding porkies then? You said you was high up in that embassy.
That's why you must leave it with me, Nikki. Trust my advice.
Better be tip-top then.
We've got a couple of months. That's how long these procedures take. Perhaps we could arrange a marriage with a Dutch citizen. If you claim the baby's his.
Yeah. I know plenty of Dutch wankers. You'd have to stump up, mind.
Of course.
Else them pickies of you and your nappy will be extradited. Straight to the tabloids.
Thanks, Terry.
It's only cheese.
My favourite.
That is a shit-looking skull. How'd you get it?
Woke up in the middle of the night, it was there.
No one believes that story, Snowball.
We've all been banged up here for 3 weeks because the screw said there was a gun missing.
Come on, Terry, I haven't got all day.
Probably just the screws having easy time of it.
Hey, that's enough.
You murdering bitch! Hey!
Who was it?
My daughter gets that next drop from Richie by Friday, yeah?
I promise.
I've got 5 kids to feed. If the cash isn't there, I'll tell the police you've got the gun.
Look, it'll be there. And I want another letter sent out to Richie tonight, yeah?
Have to find out who's lost theirs.
Maybe next time it'll be a bomb.
Only if you teach them how to make it, Snowball.
I'll come back for the tray later.